Hello, everyone. The one. Let's see how many people are here. One person, an incognito. Miyamoto is here, but he's hiding. Says hi, hello. All right. Till you guys show up, I'll go warm up my tea. All right. So we have Ravi Kumar is here. Says, hi, Miran. Good evening. Good evening. Says, I'm 32, male India. Thank you for that. Says, my question is a bit odd to you. Oh, is it? All right. We'll see. Ein Moment, bitte. Just one moment. All right. So, Santarima is here, says hello. Hello there. Please don't forget, let me know age, gender, where you're tuning in from. Just a few little thingies. It helps me out. Okay. So Rav, okay, Santerina says 21 male USA. Thank you for that. Rav Kumar says, I work in a software company and technically strong, but I get insecure about looks. I feel my management may prefer beautifully looking girls for promotion. Well, Rav, could you please, but you said you're male, right? I'm 32 male India. So what does it have to do with beautiful girls that they want to hire or something? If, you know, you're expert in what you're doing and that's why you're there. The management is trying to make the company work better, be successful. Otherwise, they'll get fired. So they're not going to change you for a pretty girl just because she's a pretty girl. They may change you if somebody else is more skillful in the technology than you are. Well, that's always the case for everybody. But what does the looks of a girl have to do with your technical abilities or, you know? Says girl for promotion or guys who does gym, fun, priorities over. It doesn't make sense what you're saying at all. This is not how industrial world work. They don't give a shit what you look like. They don't give a shit how someone fit is or not. They want the kind of work that they're hoping for so they can survive, make money, and they look good in the eyes of their own bosses. So as long as you're doing your job as best as you can, nobody's going to touch you. Nobody's going to change you. It's how to overcome the security of looks. I worry about younger people might look better than me. So what? So many people maybe look better than me in their own eyes or in somebody else's eyes. But in my eyes, I'm the most good looking guy around because I feel I'm good looking. Second, I know who I am. And that trumps my looks. As good as it could have been when I was much younger, or even now, it cannot even come close to your qualities as a persona, character, mannerism, knowledge, and the way you interact with people, meet the challenges of life, your experiences. These are priceless commodities and traits that you cannot even, at your young age, you might think that way. But in reality, no matter what age you are, doesn't work that way. In workplace, they're looking for expertise. They don't give a shit if you're fat, chubby, short, tall, with good hair, bald like me. Doesn't matter to them. They don't care. And to be honest with you, if you didn't know, pretty much pretty girls don't even care about the stuff that you're worried about. At your young age, you think your own asset, your only asset, most important asset for the girls to like you is your looks or your fitness. But that's not the case when a girl wants to marry someone. She wants to marry someone who treats her nice, protects her, can provide for her, has a good job, can make money, and is kind to her, and can make things happen for her. They fall in love with your mind and manners and character. But because we like the girls to be pretty, beautiful, fit, and sexy, we think the girls also are looking for that kind of credentials and characteristics in us. They're not. To some level, yeah, they don't want them. They don't want us to be totally disastrous, but but they're not looking for a someone who is just got the looks and all that. They're looking for they're looking deeper than that. They're looking for sophistication. They're looking for gentlemanliness. They're looking for accountability, responsibility, reliability, proper treatment. They're looking for lots of things that most physical attributes cannot offer that. So don't you give a damn about that. Have confidence in yourself, make yourself the best you can be at your job, and you will have all kinds of luck, money, job, girls, and all that. Just be a good person. That's all. And Sandrima says, Amen. Okay. Mhm. All right. What else is on your mind, guys? I wonder what happened that we don't have many ladies on our live streams, and we used to have lots of them, just equal numbers. Santerima says, I think I always care too much about what people think of me. Well, that's because of your age. You're 21, and if you be observant and agree with me, at that age, you don't know much. I don't mean to be facetious or disrespectful to any of you guys, but I consider myself an older person, lots of experience in life, and I've been there where you guys are. And I've always analyzed myself, and I can share a thing or two with you to make you stronger, more confident, and go through the journey of life smoother. At age 21, you hardly know yourself. You have not much wisdom, really. You may think you do, but yes, you do, compared to when you were 17. But at 21, compared to when you will be 30 or 40, you don't know shit. That's the truth. And because you know it, that you don't know much, everything is a mystery, is new, you figure it out as you go. And you know that. You may not show it to the outside world, but you know that. You pretend something, you posture something, you don't know what to do, whether it's in school or in social settings, but you do what you can. But you know that. You know that you don't know much. And what else is there? You don't have a job, you haven't finished your university or your schooling, whatever it may be. So, do you think to yourself, why would a girl like me? Oh, I got to be good looking, because that you can do. You can be fit, you can go to the gym, you can take care of yourself, groom yourself properly, put proper clothing and shoes on, and you could be presentable. Even if one is not a handsome person, but one can actually take care of oneself with good fitness and all that, and be properly shaven, clean, and wear clothes, nice clothes, and have good manners. And that would be your asset at this age, because there's nothing else you can count on. You can't count on your money. You can't count on your education. You can't count on your job. You can't count on your, wisdom. You can't count on your experience. So you don't know shit. So how am I going to impress girls? Oh, I got to be good looking. That's all you know. But you know, the ones who are good looking also don't know, are lost because they say, shit, how am I going to, attract this girl? Because they don't think that their looks is good enough or is at the level that the girl will fall over herself just because the guy is good looking. No girl is like that. They may be attracted to talk to the guy, but that's the extent of it. As soon as the guy opens his mouth and he messes up or he's not properly trained, or he doesn't know anything to say or just looks good, the girl really, if she's got any brains, loses her interest and goes on with someone more experienced, someone has got little one or two things under his belt. So this is why at this age it is normal for you to think that way. But in reality, even at this age, nobody really thinks the way you think they would be looking at you or thinking of you. They don't. They're looking to see who you are. Are you nice? Are you kind? Are you considerate? Are you, a good person? You treat them nice. Maybe you naturally a good person. You're fun to be with. You don't want to constantly take advantage of them. You're there to be a friend, to get to know them, let them talk, interact with them. That's what the girls at that age are looking for. So don't fool yourself. The girls don't choose boys the same way that the boys looking and hoping or choosing the girls. We're visual. We men are visual. We look at beauty, body, fitness, looks, all that. They're looking for content. That's why girls make lesser mistake about their boyfriends and relationships than we do. So, having said that, and what else did you say? More than the normal amount, though. See, too much about. Okay. I tend to worry about if even with the most simplistic things, it's exhausting. Wish I could stop. Well, you can stop because really the reality is nobody gives a shit what you do, what you don't do. They don't even notice. And even they do, who do you think they are? They themselves are worried about what you're thinking of them and what others thinking of them. The same thing in the same age category goes around in the same way because the psyche of the human being is the same in everybody. It's the same shit. Same problems, same worries. So just as you're worried about what they're thinking about you, guess what? They're worrying about what you think about them and what the others think about them. Everybody is the same way of thinking at that age. So don't give a damn. But you know what? Nobody really gives a shit about the other ones and what they think of them. They're just trying to see what good friend it is or not it is, how they interact with them or not. That's all. And you can definitely control that. Just stop attaching yourself with any outcome. Bruce Lee said that detach yourself from an outcome. When you detach yourself from an outcome, a conclusion, what you hope to achieve, then you'll be focusing on the effort and doing the best you can do. And you're not worried about, is it gonna be okay? Is he or she gonna like this? Am I gonna be popular? Am I gonna get the right result? Detach yourself from the outcome and approach life. Just do your best. And that's how you get around. Not about worrying. Nobody cares about what you're worrying, and nobody cares about how you look like, what they think of you, how you did this, how you walked this. Nobody. They're worried about what they're looking like, what they're doing, and how they look like, and all that. So, don't you worry about it. All right, we have whopping 7 people here. So, why is this leaking every time I try to drink something out of it? Okay. Santrima says, wow, thank you so much. You're quite welcome. My pleasure. Did you... you said USA. USA is pretty big. What part of USA is Santrima? Santarima. Santarima, why is it a secret? Midwest. What states? What's the big deal? Why are you guys so secretive here? So maybe I should also put my words in such a way that nobody understands what I'm saying. Which province, which state are you coming from, for heaven's sake? And Ravi Kumar says, can I give you a suggestion? Yes, of course. Go ahead. Michigan, sorry. Okay, finally. So that would be like this. 21 male Michigan. There we go. Now didn't have to spend so much time dragging it out of your like pulling teeth. Santarima. All right. I've never been to Michigan. You know, I've been lots of places in states, but Michigan is not one of them. But I've heard a lot. And Ravi Kumar says, whenever you post short videos, just add on attractive thumbnail. I see some mediocre YouTubers with less content getting more views than they deserve. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. The problem is this. I had a very good, talented thumbnail producer, designer for me, and she was living in Russia, and she was doing them very nicely. If you look at some of the ones that have a thumbnail, many of them did since until 3 years ago, you'd see brilliant thumbnails. And I know how important thumbnails are. You're right. But because of the situation there between Russia and Ukraine, PayPal doesn't work there. So there is no way I can pay her to continue doing what she was doing for me. So it's been 3 years that we couldn't have continued since the beginning of the difficulty between these two countries. And I don't have anybody else that would give me a decent thumbnail with a reasonable price, because I upload lots of videos and I can't afford, as you can see, the channel doesn't make much money. The views are not much. Live stream has no super chats, zero whatsoever, once in a blue moon. I think somehow the people who join my live stream have created this culture that no support of the channel is necessary. So that's, I don't know why. Perhaps it's written up here. I don't need money. This channel is run by a millionaire. I don't know what. So we have no money to make things better than they are, because we can only spend money on from what the channel makes. For a few years, I spend money on my own pocket from the way that I make money, and I invested and helped this channel with all the cost, time, and everything. But I no longer will do that, because if people don't find value in this to find my channel and so on and so forth, it's not economical for me to do that. So we don't have an ability to hire someone with North American prices to do a thumbnail for us. They want an arm and a leg, and it's not worth it. And so, if I could source someone decent, talented, and expert like Olga was, yeah, maybe I can then afford it. The channel can afford it. It's not about me, it's about the channel. Channel can only spend the money that the channel makes. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. And Ravi Kumar says you deserve 1,000 people at least in the live stream. I agree with you 100%. And I am unanimous on that without blowing my own horn. But you all know the type of discussions and the information that I share here is pretty much second to none in all aspects, whether it's relationship breakups, um, emotional hardships, or it's about OCD subsets, components of the brain involved in such glitches and disorders. And elaborately, I explain things. Even if it's a live stream, I go lengthwise and I explain things thoroughly. And then we have 3,000 videos. So all those people don't know about my live stream. It's possible. YouTube may not like me. Maybe the topics that we discuss is very straightforward and it's very direct, very helpful to people, and it's not really following the narrative of the most, these conglomerates such as Facebook or YouTube or whatnot or TikTok. They cut people like us off. And YouTube, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying that maybe they just simply decided that they don't want to circulate my stuff. So one way or another, we are invisible. That's why I always ask you guys to promote this channel any which way you can, so at least we can reach more people and help more people. It's just unheard of that live stream on a Friday night at this time, which I know it hits the European early morning, so they're available. It hits India, okay. Australia is 17 hours ahead, so that's again works for them too. Yet we have 5 people here, which means I'm being shadow banned. And that's my conclusion. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. But that's what I think it is. So get on with it, guys, and promote the channel any which way you can, and let people know that we are here. We have enough videos to help them, and the live stream is here for the ones who don't want to or cannot afford to go on my site and make a make an appointment for a Skype consultation. Soon enough, in a month or two, if not sooner, I will have a group session available through my site. So you guys can go in there, and instead of $100 an hour, you can maybe put, I don't know, $48 or something of that sort, or maybe less. I'm not sure, depending on, and up to 10 to 15 people at the same time could be in that session, and the session would be few hours, so everybody can ask the question and also enjoy the answers to the question of the others. So that'd be a good session for people who are interested. For one would be breakup, one would be OCD, and we could have different sessions for that, or it could be mixed just like it is in here. People can ask the question as they wish. And Ravi Kumar says 17 p.m. here. 17 p.m. Are you in Australia? Where are you? In India, you said. Yeah. 17 p.m. Really? Must be 2:30, which is 14:30. It wouldn't be 17 p.m. or 19 p.m. You're in India, right? India is like 13 and a half hours ahead. So that would be 2 o'clock there, no? How could it be 7 p.m. there? Unless you're in Australia somewhere. I don't know. Let me see. But you said India, didn't you? India, yeah. Are you sure it's 7 p.m. there? Mhm. All right. So let's see. So we have FT Studio says, "Hey sir, I'm from India, 24 male. Now I am recovering from HOCD. It began 1.5 year ago. How much time will take to fully recover? After recovery, will it come again? Will all be normal again as I were?" You are normal. It's not like you will be normal. You are normal. Nothing has happened to you. It's been a glitch in the brain, in the signaling system of the brain. And usually, when there's some kind of a stress in life, or due to all these extraordinary informations out there constantly pumped into our heads, the things that we are not necessarily interested in, not everybody's interested in everything, and the brain picks up something that is not in line with your values and wants to protect you, so brings that into your attention in the form of a certain kind of a suggestion that is not in line with your value, and you freak because you think what the brain is uttering or suggesting or imagining or thinking is you. Because all our childhood, nobody told us that the brain is not you and you're not the brain. Brain is an organ. It's an apparatus. It does things. Its thing is to make thoughts. And then the overactiveness of amygdala wants to protect you. And then the involvement of the striatum in midbrain basal ganglia, and it goes to from obsession to do the compulsion. That's goal finding center. And then you have the reward center. When you do the compulsion, you feel relieved, so you say, I feel better now. Whatever you've calculated in your head and all arguments you did, you say, oh, okay, I feel better now. And then dopamine is secreted. And then after a long time, you get addicted to the dopamine. Now you want these thoughts to come so you can discuss them and refute them and then get a dopamine. And then while you do that, you're also stimulating the habit center, which is in the striatum as well. And then you're stimulating that. And after a while, you don't even know if you're doing the compulsion for the obsession or you're doing it because of the dopamine you want. None of that matters anymore. You just do it because it's become your habit. You think you got to do it just to feel balanced. So none of it is about you, your gender, or your inclination, or any of that. It's all about men. You've been a heterosexual all your life. You're going to be heterosexual all your life. These intrusive thoughts and these intrusions are the malfunction of the brain, and you got to learn it from the masters such as Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Philipson, Dr. Jan Weiner, and all these many other experts in the world about OCD. You can talk with them, talk with your OCD specialists, and then you will learn that there are ways to rewire the brain and get it out of this glitch and retrain it, such as Dr. Schwartz 4-step, which I have a video on that. You can watch that video and understand how to manage OCD and OCD substance. HOCD is an OCD. It's just a different OCD. It's a pure O. Dr. Philipson has coined this phrase, pure O. It's a type of an OCD that you don't have a physical compulsion for it. It's a mental compulsion. You try to argue with it, come with conclusion and intrusive thoughts and all these things that we go through. So if you understand how the components of the brain can be rewired by using researchers' work such as Dr. Schwartz and so on, and then you'll learn that you're normal. It's just a glitch of the brain. It's got nothing to do with it. It's annoying. It's terribly annoying because everybody gets that. If you're heterosexual, you may get thoughts of intrusive thoughts that you're homosexual. If you're homosexual, you may get thoughts and intrusive thoughts that you're heterosexual. It goes to any gender. It's not like just limited to heterosexuals. Intrusive thoughts, OCD, HOCD, everybody, anybody can get it. And then they have to learn it, and it's a glitch of the brain. Otherwise, everything about you is normal, as always been. It's just a little annoying, not little, lot annoying and pissing you off, and you don't know what it is, and you freak out, and then all the rest of it. Otherwise, in reality, nothing has changed in you. You just have become, scared and pissed off because you value your sexuality so much and you love it so much, you don't want anybody to touch it or anybody suggest anything, including more, worse than all, your own brain, which you've been duped to think that I'm the brain and brain is me. Brain is smart. Whatever brain says, no, it's not. It's bullshit. Brain has got no intelligence. There is no center. If you watch my other video that I prepared for you guys, I worked hard on all these videos. One of them is called You're Not the Brain. And in that video, which is quite long, but it's very informative, you will learn a lot. And you'll learn about the work of Dr. Sperry, Dr. Penfield, Dr. Owen, Dr. Leibet, and you will know, and beyond the shadow of the doubt, the science proves to you that you're not the brain and brain is not you, and you need to watch that. There you go. That's the one. It's 42 minutes, packed with information. You'll love it. You'll love the information. You may get bored. You may fall asleep because I have that effect on people when I talk, but the content is pretty useful. And you may watch it maybe 15 minutes of it at one time, 15 minutes another time, and so on. Whenever you have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is that you drink, you sit down and watch it. But if you do it all at once, you may, get kind of bored or fall asleep. But that's okay. It's up to you how interested you are at the time. That's what determines if you're going to watch the whole thing at one shot or not. But it could be tiring. But there's lots of information. I have to put lots of information there for you guys. I've done all the work for your information, so there's nothing to worry about. And when it goes away, it may come back and it may go back again. But it's once you understand that it's the brain and how to manage the brain and this glitch, You don't care if it comes out because it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. You've already understood the glitch and the malfunction. So the jig is up and you don't care. You don't freak out. And when it shows, that's intrusive. Okay, that's that. And then you use the 4-step if you have to. But after a while, everything is going to happen to your brain automatically. Like when the intrusive thought shows up, you don't even care about it anymore because the content doesn't matter. You just know the fact. And the fact is, it's an intrusive thought. It's the brain. It's not you. So it makes no difference how many times it shows up. Once in a while it shows up. Once a year, every 10 years. Who cares? The fact is, every human being on earth has intrusive thoughts. It's not like only when but because you're in a glitch of an OCD, when intrusive thought shows up, it doesn't disappear as soon as it's supposed to, because caudate nucleus in striatum in midbrain basal ganglia is not working. Therefore, you got to help it by rewiring the brain so it gets back to its default setting, and it shuts down intrusive thoughts as soon as they show up. In regular brains who are not in the glitch of OCD, when a intrusive thought shows up, which is not in line in your value with your values, the brain's you feel like, ooh, that's nasty thought, and then caudate nucleus's job is shut down the intrusive thoughts. It disappears, dissipates, and you go about your business. In OCD brains, the time that it takes for you to forget about this glitch, this intrusive thought, is longer than in normal brains who are not in glitch of OCD. So therefore, when the intrusive thought shows up, caudate nucleus is not functioning as well. So the thought doesn't disappear as soon as you notice it. It stays there. And because it stays there, you say, oh, because it's staying there, it must mean something. No, it doesn't. It just means it's malfunctioning the glitch to shut down the door. That's all. That's why you got to learn Dr. Schwartz's 4 steps to rewire the brain and help it to get back to its automatic setting. And after a while, when you do these steps and help the brain to rewire itself through neuroplasticity, the brain just simply notices the intrusive thought so quickly, you don't even have to do the 4 steps anymore. It does it for you, and you're off and go, and you don't freak out because the knowledge has made you feel confident enough, and you become more stud muffin than you were before because now you're knowledgeable and nothing freaks you out and you don't give a shit, and you know how to handle intrusive thoughts and you know what they are. So it's not a surprise anymore. All right, guys, it's 43 minutes and we have answered all the questions. There's only 5 people here. So if you don't mind, I think it's time for me that I mosey on out and do something else. And then hopefully we'll have one tomorrow, and then maybe one tomorrow night, and then one Sunday, and one Sunday night, possibly. Over the weekends, I try to push it a little bit more because everybody's more available. During the weekdays, sometimes I will have during this time of night, but in the evenings. So, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed to spend some time together. Now, you can go about your other things. It's your Sunday or Saturday or Sunday somewhere, wherever it is. And so I thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. I love you all and hope that you guys will take good care of yourselves. And I look forward to our next live stream. In the meantime, be good to yourself and to the others. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.